What's good, traders? I want to welcome you back to the channel. You know what time it is, right? It's your boy D. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not, a financial, whatever planner, whatever. I'm just a YouTuber out here, talking about stocks on my channel, right? And that's what we talk about. Just a couple of reminders. I am an AMC shareholder, but this channel is mostly for stocks, business, investments, just planning out your own future, right? In your own way, of course, with doing your due diligence and so on. So, of course, I am an AMC shareholder. So today I will talk about mostly about AMC. I'm gonna cover Lucid a little bit, and then the big news with Twitter today, right? If you haven't seen it already, I'm gonna break that news for you, all right? So you can be in the loop, right? So yeah, guys, shout out to all the apes out there, whether you're holding GameStop or AMC. I don't care about the division out there. I think we're one because I think the power is in the people. And I think, we need to change that mindset and treat AMC and GameStop as one, because then we just combine the shareholders of each one, right? And put more power to it, right? So yeah, guys, today I was asked to show my AMC position, which I will show it today. I don't care. I've accumulated a few more shares the whole time, right? So I'm gonna show to all y'all. And if you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button. Give me a like, whatever, for the video. Definitely helps out the YouTube algorithm, and we can keep growing the channel. And thank you to all the subscribers that are already subscribed to the channel, right? But I know there's like almost like 500 people through my YouTube studio that I can see that come back, and you're not subscribed yet. Why? I don't know. It doesn't cost you anything, and you can always change your mind later, right? So yeah, again, so just hit that subscribe button one time, guys. All right, and so you don't miss another video. So let's jump into the news. It's Monday. We got a lot to talk about, right? So I want to make sure I cover it all. Hopefully I don't forget anything. Here we go. So first thing, I'm gonna show you my whole position right now, but this is from the past 30 days. And yes, I hold my position in AMC and Robinhood and Webull. I have, two accounts there where I have AMC shares because, especially like I know the whole deal with Robinhood, but I've been holding these shares since last January, right? Like most of them, 80-90% of them. So I believe that I have real shares in there, right? The ones that I bought a long time ago. The ones that I've accumulated recently, I don't think they're real, right? They're probably synthetics, but whatever. They're still held accountable for them, and so on. So another thing I'm gonna show you. This happens in the pre-market all the time. If you don't believe me, get the level 2 on Webull. And this is the market book order, right? And you start to see this is AMC like at 2:09 in the morning, right? So 3,000, somebody's trying to sell 10 shares at 3,000. Somebody's trying to sell 10 shares at 7,000 a piece, right? And that keeps happening over and over. And I'm like, isn't this is the only stock that it does this with, all right? So that's why my conviction, one of the reasons why my conviction is still strong, because there is a hedge fund or something out there that is trying to sell those shares for that price, all right? So yeah, let me open this up right here. So Johnwicksnipin, he's been doing the video challenge. He wants AMC shareholders to come up with a video, say that I am holding AMC for you guys, with you guys. I am a shareholder. It will show, power and numbers, and I'm all for it. So he's working on that, right? And he just wants me to show my AMC shares, whatever. I'm gonna show them. Danny Brown right here, and then I'm gonna answer his question here too about Lucid. How can we get an update on the SEC investigation? And buy low, sell high. That's all, folks. Some other guy. Cool. So yeah, just real quick, I'm not really gonna spend too much time on this, but it is big news. It's a W for the retail investors, in my opinion. This is a W for the little guy. Of course, he's the people's hero, Elon Musk. He just bought Twitter, and it's finalized for $44 billion. Right. So that was today. There's a whole article here if you want to go about it, but he has a lot of goals and a lot of things he wants to do with Twitter and change some things up, right? Like all the bots that are in there, all the fake accounts and all that. He wants to clear them and get the stuff out of there, right? So I like it because it just gives more free speech, right? So that's the big news with Twitter. I already went through this. So let's go back over here. Let me just show you my position, all right, guys? So market value, whatever, right here. How many shares? There's a show here. Okay, shares. 220 shares here in my Robinhood at an average price of 26. So currently I am down 36% on that, but I'm holding for the MOAS, so day to day does not matter to me, right? That's one. Where's the chart? Is it right here? Okay. Here's on Webull. Here's my position: 167 shares at 23.12. Right. So that's what I have for AMC. We'll go over this right now. First, I wanted to show this part. So government math, right? February 9th, 2022, AMC officially hits 100% utilization according to Ortex, right? No more shares available to short. Since then, even though we've been at 100% utilization the whole time, they have shorted another 962 million shares. Nothing to see here, right? Carry Gensler. Sheesh. Another reason I hold AMC, guys, like my conviction doesn't change. All these companies are still on the hook, right? For a short to cover their shorts. And we don't even know what's going on with Melvin. Like, is Melvin gonna cover those before they close? You know, that's what we're all waiting on, trying to see what happens. But currently there are millions and millions of shares of AMC that hedge funds have borrowed to short the AMC stock, right? So these are the ones, however, AMC apes do not foresee the lower price ever happening, continue to hold. Hodl. Currently, hedge funds that are shorting the stock include the following. You got Bank of America, Melvin Capital, Citadel, Simplex, Susquehanna, 683 Capital, Group 1, Millennium Management, Piction Mahoney Asset something, and Anchorage Group, right? This was posted 19 hours ago by this hooligan guy. All right, so I just thought, you know, it's pretty good information. And then you have a bunch of buyers still. So whenever you go to Fintel, you can go to owners, you can go to buyers, and there's still companies. These are new positions, guys. This would make sense for the accumulation zone that we're in, right? So these are open positions. The green are new, so these are puts. But you have a lot of shares that are being bought, right? 25th, 62,000. On the 25th, you got 235,000, you know, 35,000, 11,000. So there's somebody closed a short here, a small short, negative 5,000. Susquehanna's holding 12,600,000 in puts, guys, alone, right? So they're one of the ones that are on the hook and that are gonna take a huge loss, right? In my opinion, when this happens. All right, so the reason I have this pulled up, the double chart here, is because this is the current, this is where we're at right now, right? And then this is the past. This is the run up right before June. Okay. So to me, guys, this is looking pretty similar. You have a drop, you have a push, and then you have a bounce, and it's coming towards the end of the triangle, right? So from here, oh shit, no, wrong one. All right, so from here, you have the drop, you have a run up, right? This run up gets rejected, It went past the line. It's okay. It doesn't have to be picture perfect, but it's following the same, you know, pattern. Right here, you run up, you reject, come back down, then you bounce, and you finally start making your way back up. Right now, you get a drop and a bounce, and we're gonna hopefully start making our way back up here, right? That's what it's looking like. And I'll zoom out a little bit, but just to show you, you know, we're still in the red super trend, but as soon as it flips, we can get that momentum going to the upside. And again, that's what I'm comparing this piece right here, right, to this piece right here. Okay, same thing. Look, you had like, it was red, the super trend, until you came up and crossed that, and then you exploded. So same thing here, right? Coming back. Once we come back and test this, I don't know how long it's gonna take, right? It could take a week or two, maybe 3, for this whole thing to play out. It depends on the volume again, right? That's all I'm paying attention to right now is the volume. And AMC was up 2.71% today, with the volume was the same, 26 million, right? So nothing really changed for me. But I want to see this push up, right? Because of the pattern, because of the cycle trading, because of all that. Okay, so that's all I got on the charts. Let's just go down the line. Again, so Melvin Capital, with the launch of GameStop's NFT marketplace imminent, Gate plugin ditches his plan for a new fund amid a fierce backlash from investors. So this is a long article. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, but you know, he put out a letter, you know, the CEO of Melvin, and I think if I was an investor, right, I'd be pretty pissed. But he's basically saying he's going to give the money back at a loss, and then he's going to try to, you know, buy or start a new hedge fund in July with a smaller cap, so like with a $5 billion cap or something like that. But right here, this brings us to the 24th April, when Plotkin penned a mea culpa. I don't know what that means, but admitting that his proposal was tone deaf. Okay, and he admitted that he was wrong. Yeah, obviously, if you lost 51% of your capital from when this all started with GameStop, and you're still wrong, right? Because you haven't been able to make that money back. So right here, given the gravity Melvin Capital situation, Plugin tried to escape with a do-over last week when he announced that the hedge fund would return to the remaining capital of its clients with an option to park the cash in a brand new fund that would launch on the 1st of July with assets capped at $5 billion. This gambit would have ensured that Plugin would have escaped without facing the real-life consequences of his GameStop bet gone wrong. Right. So I hope the investors realize that and they don't invest with him. Right. Why would you, if you already lost you 50% of your money, why would you put more money with him? Right. So for now, at least GameStop apes have a reason to rejoice as Plugin remains on the hook for sizable losses that his firm continues to suffer. And it goes on about the NFT marketplace, right, with Loopring and what they need and so on. So if you want to check that out, but regardless of the precise launch window for GameStop's NFT marketplace, we can be reasonably assured that the eventuality remains imminent, thereby driving the stock's near-term narrative, right? So we have catalysts, okay? And the SPY was tricky today. Freaking 5-minute chart right here. Opened up, broke down, got a bounce, and it was making its way back up. So it closed above this resistance right now, right? So it was up a little bit. And of course, the SPY moves the whole market, right? As we know that. So let's go over and talk about Lucid for a bit. Just want to give you, what I'm looking at. So we're still in this red super trend. Haven't come up to the EMAs at all. Had a small green day today, but I can still see more pain, right? There's a big week. There's a lot of earnings coming out this week. That kind of depends how the market reacts to that. So we'll have to wait and see. But this is where you could get a bounce, in my opinion, at around $17 if we don't get it here, okay? But again, I'm still buying. I bought a few more shares today of Lucid, right? Almost to my goal of 50 shares. So I want to keep buying right now while I can, right? To wait for the long run, okay? Because this article too will kind of, back up what I'm saying. So Lucid Air reportedly launching in Europe in June or July. Cool, that's good news. They want to expand outside the US, to Europe and China. Were known, but not until now there was no exact time frame for the plan. Now, though, a fresh report, which reportedly quotes Lucid, a spokesperson, announces that the Air sedan would come to Europe in either June or July. All right. The first country to get them is going to be Germany, where the company could be interested in setting up its regional headquarters. Right. They have a great infrastructure for charging, right, is what it looks like right here in Germany or in the Netherlands, that Lucid has the biggest chance of selling its expensive electric sedan. The UK could be another potentially major market for Lucid, right? So again, you got to look forward, guys. I know we're, dealing with a lot right now in the current short term, but as soon as inflation comes down, the supply chain, right? And I know it's going to take a little while. I'm not saying it's going to happen today or tomorrow, but if you get your position right now, right, you'll be good once this starts coming back. Which, like, again, with AMC2 and GameStop, like, look how well they're doing right now, right? They're holding up. Hasn't had anything crazy happen, right, for a little while, but they're holding up for how bad the economy is and the market, right, and all that. So my conviction has not changed, like I said. And again, Lucid, I'm just buying until I can get to 100 shares at least, right? It's my next goal. So yeah, look for that for June or July, but they have a tri-motor Air, right, that could be pushing upward of 1,600 horsepower, which could mean that the Tesla Model S Plaid's days are of the quickest accelerating sedan ever made. Right, so there's days, the Tesla's number, the days are numbered, all right, for this model. Okay, so we'll have to wait and see. And then they're talking about the Gravity SUV. I don't know what it looks like, Lucid, right? But they're working on an SUV that they could release, at least what it looks like here at the end of 2022, maybe 2023. Okay. So just, that's why I continue to stay bullish. Again, somebody asked me to talk about the investigation, and it's still ongoing, right? We don't have like a real update of like what's going on right now with it, but they're not the only ones. And so Lucid leadership team has said that they are cooperating with the SEC investigation. However, the news still managed to tarnish what was otherwise a very strong debut for Lucid, which had run up nearly 150% between July and the end of November 21. No doubt the SEC will continue to hang over the company and share price until a resolution is reached. Right. But they got big ambitions, so they need a lot of money to fund what they need to, right? And many people consider Lucid as the only legitimate competitor currently to Tesla, right? Yeah, it's gonna have its bumps. It's a new company, all right, but they're saying to buy Lucid, and this is an old article. This one, guys, like I think it's from December. No, it's from February. Yeah, let's go see. It's from February 1st, but this is the most recent information I could find. But yeah, the investigation is still going. I don't really think much is gonna come from it, to be honest. I mean, it says that another company like RIDE, they also got subpoena. So they do this all the time. Just they're like kind of doing the SEC, right? Like their little checks or whatever. So, but I stay confident because the CEO he has a lot of confidence in like when he talks, and they're continuing to announce their plans, and they're right. If they were kind of stalemate right now, it'd be kind of worrisome. But they continue to just announce what they're doing and how they're doing it, moving forward, and so on. Like I said, so I'm still bullish on that. In the long term. Right now, short term, like I said, I know it's kind of depressing to see the stock market go down for 3 months or 4 months or whatever now, right? But guys, no need to sweat it. You only lose when you sell. If you're negative, like how I am right now, a little bit on my AMC position, right? I'm negative, but I don't care, guys. I'm holding for the MOAS. I believe we're gonna see some crazy movement here in the next few months. I believe that it was kind of like pushed off, kind of kick the can down the road, how they say. And I think it will happen. All we need is volume. Makes sense right now that there's no volume. The apes are already holding their position. They're not really buying as much as we were, though I think we should be buying, right? We can continue to add that pressure because they always put the short pressure on there. 60 some percent, on the daily, 50, 60, sometimes 70% they're shorting AMC, guys. So if that pressure wasn't there, that shorting pressure, the price would go, right, in my opinion. So a lot of information. It was Monday, but hope you have a great rest of your day. Catch you later.